Good morning, Bryce. And yeah, it's going to be a nice warm day across the Delta. Taking a look nationally, there is a front that's going to be approaching our region from the west, mainly during the middle of the week. So it's got a ways to go. We're also tracking Tropical Storm Ada in Florida, lashing portions of the peninsula and the Keys with some pretty heavy rain and tropical storm force winds. However, we'll track that out just a bit. As for our current radar, it's looking good across Mississippi. Just some clouds streaming in, mainly low clouds. But again, those aren't going to be much issue. Temperatures aren't going to have a hard time reaching above 80 degrees today. We're already on our way there. We're in the mid 60s. We have a nice breeze out of the southeast at 11 miles per hour. And as for Greenwood, good morning to you guys. It's nearly 70 degrees at 8:13 this morning. 64 in Oxford, 64 in Kosciuszko, and closer to 70 from Meridian to Vicksburg. So a lot of mild November air overhead this morning. And as we track out the rest of your day, quickly to near 80 by 1 o'clock, and we will rise into the 80s yet again. And as we go across the day, I'm not really anticipating any showers in our region, but we could have some cloud cover, but more sunshine this afternoon, starting off mild tomorrow. And then that front I talked about earlier will be approaching throughout the day. That could spark a few showers, but overall we're not going to have a lot of moisture to work with. Still some dry air overhead. So for the most part, rain chances low tomorrow, but a stray shower will be possible. And then this front's going to pass through sometime Wednesday morning. That's going to bring in some slightly cooler air. And again, this isn't going to be a major cold front, but it will bring us more seasonable temperatures as we head through the middle of the week. And what I'm talking about, we're still going to be a little above average, but still lower 70s definitely feels a lot better than lower 80s if you ask me, especially if it's November. But we are going to be back in the mid 70s as we head into the weekend. So again, no major cold snap coming our way anytime soon. And here's the way the first half of the week's going to play out. The jet stream going to be pretty far to our north. That's going to trap all the cold air into the western half of the U.S., which means the eastern half going to be a lot warmer from Maine all across the southeast. So again, we'll continue to see these above average temperatures at least through the next couple of days. And really through the middle of the month, we're looking at the chance of our highs remaining in the 70s. And yeah, again, just not a whole lot of cold air coming our way, at least in the short term. As we take a look at the tropics, the Gulf, not quiet anymore. We have Ada just moved over the Florida Keys late last night, still bringing tropical storm force winds to portions of southwestern Florida. And then it's expected to move to the southwest and then move back to the north as we head into this weekend. Now, this is a very slowly moving storm. The steering current's kind of going to break down the next couple of days, so this thing's likely to meander. But take a look at some of these spaghetti plots. Now, this is just a lot of different models coming together, and you can tell they have no idea what's going on. Some have it going to the south, some to the west, some back towards Florida. So at this point, we really do not know. So you have to take that forecast cone with a grain of salt because it will change, because so many models are just predicting so many different outcomes. And it's kind of hard this time of the year. We're going to have some fronts moving through. The steering currents aren't all that established. So we'll continue to keep you updated on Ada, but at this time, we're not expecting any impacts here in the Delta or along the Mississippi coastline. But again, that is subject to change. As we take a look at today, we're looking at highs of 83, partly cloudy, unseasonably warm, nice breeze out of the southeast. And I do want to give you a quick weather tidbit. Last year at this time, we had highs in the upper 50s, overnight lows in the 20s. And you can tell on the right-hand column where it says 2020, it's a big difference. We're looking at temperatures in the 80s, overnight lows in the 60s. So again, we went from below average, well below average last year to well above average this year. So what a difference a year can make. As for tonight, lows of 64, partly cloudy and mild. And as we go into your Tuesday, 82 degrees, partly cloudy. It's going to remain warm. And going through the next 7 days, a brief cool down this weekend, but overall we're looking at dry conditions, maybe a few showers Saturday with temperatures back into the 70s. And Bryce, here's a quick look at our countdown. Only 17 days till Thanksgiving and 46 more sleeps until Christmas.